her gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Hey guys, it's Buildz. How are you all doing today, and welcome back to my Minecraft plot size series. Today, in the following video, what we are going to be covering is an 18 by 18 modern house in Minecraft, of course. And before we get straight into building this beautiful house, I'm going to give you guys a little tour around it. I'm going to show you what we're going to be building today. So I came up with this really sleek, awesome concept-y looking structure yesterday, and I think this is by far my coolest plot house tutorial. I've done many on the series, many different shapes and form factors. I think this one definitely came out on top. So guys, if you're watching my plot size series, this is the one to build. I think this came out absolutely incredible. But that's enough talking. Let's get straight into business. When we get over the right side here, I have a floor plan layout of the house. This is the base of the house, and this is what we're going to start with today. So what you're going to want to do first of all is get yourself a block of quartz and place 18 blocks down. Now this is going to be the side of the house. You're then going to get to the back, place another 18 sideways like this, and then you're going to want to place another 18 on the other side like so, as you can see, guys. We then get to the front, you're going to want to place 11, and we then back onto this dark oak wood plank wall. Now this continues for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, as you can see. We then have a space, and then you place another one. Now when you turn to your left, on this corner block right here, we have some bedrock. Now I understand not everyone has my texture pack, link in description, but we're gonna be adaptive today. So if you don't have bedrock, think to yourself, what looks like this in my texture pack? Probably something like black wool, so that's what I would recommend using. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, as you can see, and this continues by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks long. Well, let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks long. So I did think I was wrong there. We're then going to get over to the left side. As you can see, you're going to want to leave a space, place dark oak wood, 2 blocks of that, then some black stained glass panes, then 2 more blocks of dark oak wood, and then you're going to follow up with some brick slabs. Now I know this is a texture that not everyone will have, and what I would recommend doing is, instead of using these brick slabs that I have that are like black slabs, use black carpet instead. It won't give quite as good of an effect, but it will kind of do the same thing. Unless you can, say use spruce wood or use dark oak wood, if you can kind of make that work. I mean, be experimental, guys, try stuff out. So this is the base structure of the house, as you can see. What we're going to be doing now is up in the walls. So around the outsides, we're going to do this side first. You're just going to want to bring it up by 1 in height, as you can see. Now this is the outer wall. So this is going to give you a little bit of privacy within the house, of course, which I think is needed. I mean, we sacrificed 1 block around the outside of the sides, the front and back, to give ourselves this little wall, which will, of course, give the house a little bit more privacy. And I think it's worth it. And honestly, I think it makes the house actually look a little bit cooler as well. So it's kind of like, a double benefit. What we're going to be doing next, guys, is we're actually going to be traveling to the front of the house like this, and we're going to be getting on and building the main structure. So what you're going to want to do is start right here on this dark oak wood plank. You're going to want to bring it up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, just like that, and I'm pretty sure that is in line, so we are all good. What you're going to want to do now is continue the same process all the way across with these. You're going to want to bring the panes up just like so. And then what you're going to want to do is bring these guys up just like this. So just do this every other slab, as you can see, just like this, and then you are all good. What we're going to do now is bring the other side up exactly the same as the other side. So bring it up until it's the same height as the other wall. And then we are pretty good. Let me double check something, guys. I gotta make sure that I get this tutorial all smooth for you guys. This is my second attempt at recording it. I usually mess these videos up a couple of times because like my commentary isn't good enough, or I accidentally mess up on one of the measurements and realize the entire house is actually out of line. And trust me, guys, when that happens, it is bad. But hopefully today we are all good and nothing like that is going to go down, nothing like that is going to happen. So as you can see now, I'm just filling in the roof of the actual building. This is the garage roof, so you could put a nice sports car down here or whatever you really wanted to put down here. And you know, that's what I love about this house. It may be, you know, a little bit tiny, but it still has so many of them, you know, kind of medium to large size modern house features like garages, lounges, bedrooms, balconies, and all of that kind of good stuff. Now as you can see at the top here, that little pane sticks out, and it is a bit of a pain. It's annoying, it doesn't look right. So what I did is I went over with some black carpet like that. It's a nice little touch, and it also kind of, you know, gets rid of that and makes the house just look that little bit more attractive. What we're going to be doing now is bringing this up to the same height as the other side. So let's just see how tall that is. So we're going to be bringing it up, guys, by another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, just like that. And what you're going to want to do is, of course, do the exact same thing to all the surrounding quartz walls. So we're just going to go do that now, guys, on camera, and I'm going to speed this up. So as you can see, guys, I've done that for all the surrounding walls. They are now the exact same height, which is all cool. So what we're going to be doing now is actually doing this to the front of the house, as you can see. We're just going to be filling in that like so, and then we're going to be going over the ceiling here and covering in this entire ceiling layer in just quartz blocks, which is going to look pretty awesome. So let's just go ahead and do all of that. There is a lot of boring stuff that we need to do, like filling in all the ceilings, but you know, it is for the benefit of this pretty sweet house, so it's definitely worth it. Of course, you know, if you're building this house, say in survival, I would say don't try and build it with quartz. Maybe go with a more sustainable method of using something like wool, because you know, then it would make it 10 times more easier to build. Though I'm not quite sure how hard things like end rods are to get in survival. That might be a bit of a challenge. What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to grab some of this mossy stone, or you can use cobblestone if you personally think that looks better, and we're going to be coming back to the back two layers of these walls. What you're going to want to do now is bring it up till it's the same height as the quartz that we've just been working on, and then we can see where we need to move on from there. So let me just have a check, guys. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks taller than the original quartz layer here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to be using a little bit of cheeky world edit just to speed up the process here. So the ID for this is actually 48. If you do have world edit to your ability, that is the ID for that block. World edit just makes everything so much quicker and so much easier. It really does. And then what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're actually going to be overlapping it over this quartz right here, and we're going to be bringing it out by, let's just take another look, by 3 blocks right here. So that's pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. And we're just going to be doing that all the way across here. It was just like a nice little detail that I did add that just kind of like made it look a little bit more interesting and a little bit less plain, because as you can see, originally if we just had it as one flat wall with them connected textures, it would have looked pretty crap. But just adding these little cool details here and there just make it look so much better. They really do. So we're going to be taking 2 blocks out here, and we're going to be dropping down by 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that, and creating a window. We're then going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So let's just go ahead and do that, because I know them parts of the builds are actually symmetrical. I'm then going to go ahead and double check, because I want to make sure we don't screw up on any measurements today. And this actually overlaps by 1, 2, 3 onto that quartz area. Okay. Awesome stuff. So what you're going to want to do now, guys, is bring this across by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just bring it across here. So it's 1, 2, 3 across, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it across here. Hey guys, just to mention, it's a new day for me recording this video, so if anything sounds different, that is probably why. But what we're going to be doing is just, of course, bringing that all the way across just like so. And I'm just going to double check the ceiling over here. I'm pretty sure it is all, yes, moss stone. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. We're just going to be carrying this on and just bringing the moss stone all the way across just like so. But yeah, the house is looking cool. It's looking cool so far. I'm liking it. I'm thinking of what video to record for tomorrow. And of course, guys, I always ask you for suggestions. So if you ever have any ideas on what kind of videos I could make, hit me up. Tell me that stuff, because I'd definitely be interested to hear, your ideas and all of that cool stuff, because I'm always looking for new video ideas and stuff like that. So if you ever have any ideas, guys, just hit me up in that comment section and I will definitely get around to you. But what we're going to be doing on this side now is just bringing this up to the same height as the moss stone. Just like so. And once we've done that, we can then connect the roofs. So let's just see how that is done. Okay. So what we're going to be doing now, guys, is actually connecting this. My bad. I'm pretty sure that the top layer... I could be wrong. No, I am wrong. The top layer starts here, not down there. So it actually overlaps by 3 blocks like so, as you can see. The roof on this building is incredibly unique. And I gotta say, I kind of like it. It's really weird, like how it overlaps like this, and then you have this like upper section, but it's all kind of like layered. And I think that looks absolutely, freaking dope. Looks so fresh. Because you have like the main kind of building part, then you have the garage, then you have this cobble overextension, then you have this like kind of little headpiece up here, which I think is really neat. So there's a lot that actually goes to this build. That it's not a simple little house. It may look like one, but it actually has a lot of cool elevations and little features. That's what I think makes it look so cool. So we're going to be bringing it down by 1 now, guys, and we're just going to be bringing this guy across. Are we going to be bringing that guy across? We're going to be going up by 1 more block, my bad. And then we will bring that guy across. So let's just fill on that, and let's double check this side. I do remember I came up with a cool method to sort this out right here. So you're going to want to bring that back by 1, of course, fill in the required missing ceiling place right there. Then what you're going to want to do is get yourself out some normal cobble slabs. You're going to replace that with a quartz for now, but we will need that in a second. And you're going to want to take that out and bring it back just like so. As you can see, we're going to bring it back by 2. Of course, having this building with all the different elevations we do have means that it's a little bit complicated, and you get some of them unnecessary, very annoying connected textures. And you got to find your little own ways of kind of, sorting that all out. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be bringing across this balcony. So you're going to want to start here, or maybe start, let's just double check, yeah. Don't want to mess up, guys. We're going to put 1 block there, come across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to want to do the exact same thing here. So bring that guy out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's bring that by 6. And then what you're going to want to do is drop down by 1, do exactly the same thing. Now, these are going to be like little rails, your like kind of little handrails, and of course, you can just rest your arms on them when walking across this balcony, and they also make it just that little bit safer, which is of course never a bad thing. The next thing we're going to be doing is putting some black wool down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in height, just like so. And then we're going to be continuing the railing just across here, as you can see, just like so. We're then going to be putting down some pretty cool details. And now, guys, if you're on Xbox, you might not have this. If you're on Pocket Edition, you might not have this. But if you're on the PC version of Minecraft, do /give space your username space barrier. I'll show you, just in case you didn't get that. /give, so I'm Buildz, and then barrier. Gives you this amazing transparent block. And I keep talking about this block throughout all of my videos, because I know a lot of people do play in single player or on servers that don't have World Edit, And of course, for them people that don't have the privileges that we do on, you know, world edited servers, this is a fantastic block that allows you to place things on top of it. And of course, it is completely transparent, as you can see, which is an amazing feature in my opinion, because it lets you put in all these cool details and have them all disguised. Otherwise, you know, you got to show the ugly stuff, or you got to put string down, which works, but you know, yet again, looks a little bit annoying. What we're going to be doing now is putting down some more of these barrier blocks. So we're going to be putting to there, as you can see, and then just overlapping the carpet over that, just like so. Now, just to double check that all my measurements are correct, I'm just going to take a little browse at this right here. Okay, so there's actually 2 on the front there. So what you're going to want to do is just buff this guy out by 1 and bring the slabs out by 1. Sorry guys, my measuring skills are not 100% on point today. I am trying, believe me, but they're not all there today. They're not incredible, I gotta say. But you're gonna want to do that and bring that out by 1, and you're gonna want to do the same on this side. So just bring this guy out by 1 right here, just like that, and then what you can do is actually just bring that across like that. Then you just got to make sure, of course, that everything is perfectly in line, and you're going to need to get some brick slabs out, or some, you know, alternative slabs out if you don't have that texture, and just place it underneath like so. So basically, these kind of railing things that we have going over here have to be 2 in width, as you can see. And we're just going to realign the holes, just right here. And then we're going to fly out, just like so. Grab some more of them barrier blocks I was talking about in a second. And this guy is also probably going to need to be extended. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get out some barrier blocks. I'm going to place them where they are not. So let's just place them throughout here, guys. And we're going to just quickly reorganize these kind of like little balcony roof kind of holes, I guess I could say. So you're just going to want to have them in an equal kind of crisscross pattern. As you can see, they should look like this. And then what you're going to want to do is just bring this guy back by 1. This is where I messed up. So just bring this guy back by 1, and just like that, and then it allows the cobble to stick out. Like I said, with all these cool elevations and stuff, it leaves room for connected textures to be placed, and connected textures are not our friend. They do not look that attractive, I've got to say, and this is a great way to get around that. So what we're going to be doing, guys, is actually moving a part of the structure. I'm just going to double check everything and check it is all good. So I'm not quite sure what went wrong, guys, but it looks like someone must have messed with my build on the server or something. Not entirely sure who did it, but this is going to have to come out by 1, just like this, and all the cobble wall is also going to have to come out by 1. So what you're going to want to do is just push this out by 1, just like this, and then you're going to want to do this across here, and just make sure that the cobble wall is extended like so. So you can bring this cobble wall all the way out, and just make sure it's all connected up to here. So it's basically just going to come forwards by 1, and the quartz is going to do the exact same thing just on the other side. So don't worry, guys, we don't have to delete anything or anything like that. It just needs to be extended by 1, so it's absolutely no problem. So let's just bring this up like so. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're then going to be deleting these guys just so we can get underneath. And then what you can do, guys, is you can put 2 of these down like this. You can then get yourself out some quartz stairs just like this. And you can place 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, just like that. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be now extending the flooring, as you can see. And I'm going to be using quartz for this, just to keep it, you know, nice and fresh looking. Of course, this is a small build. There are some darker elements like the cobble block that are going to make it feel a little bit more dark inside, and less kind of light, and that's not what we want. So what you can do is just put some of that quartz down, and it just, you know, it makes it look a little bit more lively, makes it look a little bit cooler. A really smart feature that I did actually manage to include is this window design. Now, there are creative ways of making windows rather than just putting down a block, and this is an example of this. You have to use your imagination a little bit, I do have to state, but you know, I think this design is really cool, and you guys can definitely try it out. Now, I understand not everyone has end rods, because I believe I've been told in previous tutorials, hey Buildz, you know, you're using end rods, this is unfair, I don't have them. So if you don't have end rods, I would say probably just don't use them, or maybe look for an alternative method of something you could use. Glass panes behind would connect. I wouldn't recommend it. It would probably look a little bit weird. So don't do that for the second line of the window, and you'll see what I mean by that in a second. But there's a technique to putting these down, to getting them all looking the same. And they also do a great thing. Not only do they actually look like they're part of the window design, they also give off light, which is absolutely just awesome. So what we're going to be doing here, guys, is we're going to be placing one like that, one like that, one like that, one like that, and then, yeah, this is what I mean by technique. So on set, let's put one down there, one down there, just like so, and then one like that, I do believe. And then what you're going to want to do is we're now going to put in the second floor. So the second floor starts on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block up, just like so. So you're going to want to come to the 5th block up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see. And then what you're going to want to do is just fill in this whole area. Now I'm going to use World Edit just to speed up everything a little bit. So if we just select that, set that by quartz, because that is the World Edit ID for this block. It's pretty legit, and I wish every single World Edit item would be like that, but it's sadly not. Then you can just do that, set quartz. Now before I get to do this, a major mistake is about to be made. What we are going to do is just fill in this area with some cobble. So you can delete this, just like that, and you can bring this guy up all the way just like so, as you can see. And then of course we're going to want to fill in this, because otherwise there would be a massive gap behind the garage. But if you just do that, guys, we are all good. And now we can continue with the windows. A little detail I did do though at the start of the windows, I did just notice, was I actually put down some of these guys just like that, as you can see. And all it does really is it just adds a cool detail. I mean, you can have the floor just end like that, which does look a tad boring, I have to say, or you can add some of these quartz stairs in, and it just makes everything just look a little bit more interesting. As you can see, it just looks a little bit cooler. And how tall is this floor? This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have a 5 tall ceiling right here. So that is all cool, as you can see, and that is the design. Now, if you are on console, or you are on Pocket Edition, you can just leave it like this, or you can put in these cool kind of like supports that we just talked about. So you can do that, you can do that, you can do that, I do believe. We'll find out. There's a certain pattern to putting these things down, as you can see, to getting them looking all the same. So that side is wrong, so you're going to need to tilt to the right side to place them down like this. What are you doing there? So what we can do now is we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Let's just sort this out, just like that, as you can see, and then it looks pretty awesome. So we can do that now for this side. So just come across, and then just place that guy down like so. And all these do is they just make it look a little bit cooler. They make it look a little bit more like a window, which is definitely an essential thing. And what you can do now is just finish off this cobble wall. As you can see, I would overlap it to this block just right here and just bring this all the way up. So we're going to do this from the outside. Now, cool staircase designs can be made for this house, and I'm going to recommend just right now, after doing this, where to put in your staircase. So I'm going to show you guys what you can do. For an actual entrance to the house, I did make this little cutout so you can walk in here. You could have a staircase in this area. I think right here would be a brilliant placement for a staircase. Simple staircase design, I'll show you one right here, is you just do stairs, backward stairs, stairs, and then backward stairs, and you just keep repeating this pattern, and it makes this unbelievably cool but simple design of staircase. This design has been out for ages. I think it was originally made on the World of Corrales creative server, a great creative server if you guys want to check that out. And it's just like a really nice but simple design of staircase. I remember the first time I saw it, I just absolutely fell in love with the design. I just thought it was absolutely sick. It was so freaking cool and simple, but it just works so amazingly. So you can do this now on the other side as I'm showing, and just bring that up just like so. I think this floor is a little bit bigger, so what we can do is just move the staircase back by, say, 1 block. Just so it's, you know, nicely in line. It's not overhanging on the other side. And then what we can do is you can just delete the ceiling up here, as you can see, and just do it here. Of course, this one would need to be one to the left, otherwise you are going to run into a flat wall. But what we can do here is just move that across. It's no problem. And you guys can decide what you want for each floor. I mean, you could have, like, say, a lounge, a kitchen on the bottom floor, maybe a small bathroom. Then on the second floor, you could maybe have, say, like a study, a gym, and maybe 1 bedroom. And then on the upstairs, you could have, say, a small bedroom, a bathroom, and a balcony. I think that would be a nice layout. But anyway, guys, that has been today's plot size house tutorial. I hope you guys have all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do smack that like button. It would be massively appreciated, and I would really, really love that. But did I just see something? Someone snuck through. Hello. I'm going to cover you up before we leave this video. But I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video and today's plot tutorial. If you did, like I said, smack a like on it and subscribe for more. If you want to see more videos from me, Buildz, more plot tutorials, stay notified. That would be awesome. And leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of this 18 by 18 plot tutorial and any others that you would like me to do. And if you have a good idea or you have a good size plot I think I can do, I will definitely get around to doing that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.